Yeah, sounds good, man. Okay, we'll move a car out of the way for you. I was not expecting this today. This car was supposed to be here tomorrow. I'm actually shooting a Honda bike video right now, and he just basically pulled up on us. This is so exciting. Bought a Mercedes S550 as a rebuild project, and I can't wait. So here it is. There it is, boys. I'm sure the bolt pattern is the same. Yeah, overall it doesn't look bad though. Hey guys, welcome back to a new series that I personally am super pumped on. I'm a family man now, and I needed a car that would fit a kid seat in the back. The CLA was not doing it, and so we had to actually, because that was the whole point of the CLA, was to literally be like a family car and whatnot. And then we tried putting the what is it called?
Car seat.
A car seat, yes. Literally a car seat.
Rear-facing car seat.
Yes, a rear-facing car seat. And there's no way that thing's gonna fit in the CLA, and so we bought it as class. So this is a 2015 Mercedes S550. It's rear-wheel drive. It's not the 4MATIC model, which actually has some perks that I might discuss with you guys, but it's a twin-turbo V8 engine, 450 horsepower, 512 pound-feet of torque, I believe. And obviously it was in a small to medium size, passenger side collision. Oddly enough, it just ran and drive. The truck driver actually delivered it yesterday. I know the camera cut a little short on that, but he pulled it right in, and it run and drove fine. Tires turn as they should. So real quick, let's just do a walk around on this. I'm pumped to get going on it. I have not seen anything. It got delivered last night. I haven't even popped the hood, haven't looked in the trunk yet, haven't opened the glove boxes, that kind of thing. So let's just do a walk around. Obviously, we have some damage up front here. From what I could tell, and I got an inspection from Copart. For $119, you guys can actually get inspections. I didn't know that when I bought the CLA, and that didn't turn out well. But I got this inspected, and they got detailed photos of everything for me. And as far as I could tell, there's really not much structural damage. Obviously, this bumper bar here is bent in, and that's where it took the majority of the impact. The rim, I have never seen this before, but it's actually split in half. And as far as I know, these are run flat tires from Mercedes-Benz, so maybe they're just made in a way that they just split somehow. There's a seam in the middle. But this is actually in alignment with everything, and this is actually still connected to the hub just fine. It turns, and we have a nice scratch down the driveway now because he just drove it right in here. So anyway, I've never seen that before, but as far as I can see, there's nothing actually structurally damaged here. I need a new hood, obviously. I have a new fender on the way. I have a new bumper already right here, the AMG bumper. The nice thing about these is you can actually upgrade stuff, because you have to, so you get whichever one you want. I have some new rims coming, by the way, as well. All four I got for about $1,000. And each of these tires, each of these rims sell for about $700 each. So I'm making a lot of money back just on the rims, hopefully. But apparently these are Maybach rims, which are like really nice rims from Mercedes-Benz. So that's pretty much it as far as this damage goes. The damage did not carry over to the car either. It didn't carry over to any of the door panels. There's no alignment issues anywhere, which is super nice. Let's take a look in the trunk. I think it just opens up. And then there's a car seat. Hey, we can have another kid. All right, there's a lot of personal belongings in here. Obviously the floor mat, trim pieces, random miscellaneous trim pieces, which I do appreciate that they stick in the back instead of just throwing all this stuff away. See if there's any other fun things in here. We even have a free super soaker. Okay, anyway, just miscellaneous trash. And then this is a headlight bulb. How about that? First thing we're gonna do with this for sure is just detail it. just get this thing nice and cleaned up so it's like fun to work on, you know? Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, I'll just put these back in here. Same buttons as the SL. Yeah, coming around here, it's just, I mean, this side of the car looks perfectly, you know, just like brand new Mercedes. Nothing wrong with it at all. Doors are actually really cool. I've never had a car that has soft closed doors, but check this out. That's so cool. But I mean, they're so easy to close. And these doors actually have hinges that you can put it at any position. It doesn't like, you know how doors kind of do that? Yep. You can actually put it at any position, and they open extremely wide.
I will say, being about 7 months ahead of you in the dad life, soft close mean nice for you. Because if there's a baby sleeping in the back or whatever, you need to get out of the car.
I would never have thought, I just thought that was a cool function, like if you know, like a party trick kind of thing, but that's actually a very practical use of it. All right, so I'll let you give them a couple shots from in there. So just the driver airbags deployed, the knee bag and the steering wheel bag. Besides that, no other airbags deployed. So I think it should be a pretty minimal repair. Before I bought this car, I was watching Goon Squad's videos, like, because this is a big purchase, okay? Like, nobody just buys a car like this just on a whim. Even if you're like super ballin', like, if you're still spending this much money, like, you're weighing all your options very carefully and risk analysis and all that. Just to get pumped for this build, when I actually decided to buy it, I was watching Goon Squad's old videos. I was like seeing all the airbags deployed. Their Supra they got, like every airbag was deployed inside. Yeah, and so this looks like a super easy fix to me compared to a lot of the stuff they fix and whatnot. So anyway, super cool interior. This thing has like every luxury function a man would need. This car's got like 360-degree cameras on it. Everything, man. Super cool. I have to bend down here like a common peasant. Show off the twin turbo V8 to my yacht club buddies. All right.
You can't even tell from the top that there was any damage on this side.
No.
Check that out. All the reservoirs are still
what
in
the
right
frick?
place.
They took this off to check the oil and stuff when they did the inspection. They didn't even put it back on. Come on, guys. Honestly, from the pictures that I was looking at, this obviously was back on and installed correctly. And you can't even, no, I saw some in the trunk, I'm sure. Oh, come on, guys. They just put it on here.
Some of that stuff for sure got lost.
Anyway, the pictures I was looking at, like you couldn't even tell that anything was damaged. I looked at it very carefully. Structurally, everything looked fine. Obviously, the hood opens and closes exactly as it should have, so nothing got tweaked at all. Yeah, overall, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I see some cat prints right here. So, yeah.
It's more like raccoon prints to me.
Raccoon prints? Could be. They're really small. Yeah, whoever knows what those are gets a free decal. I'll send them a sticker. Hit me up. I'll comment in there and you guys reply on my comment. How about that? Anyway, I think that's pretty much it. There's just so much cool engineering on this. The lighting system is super cool. There's just too many things to list and I don't want to bore you guys to death. So what I'm going to do right now is I actually grabbed the spare tire out of the SL. I think they should be the same bolt pattern, and I think the rim sizes are actually the exact same between the two cars. Obviously the spare is a little smaller, but I think that's better than just riding on a rim. So we'll see if we can get this installed. And at that point, we can just move it however we please. I think I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna install this rim and we'll get this thing out of the garage so Kurt can freaking get this Ducati done, boys. By the time you're seeing this video though, I think the new Ducati video is gonna be out. So I don't know, man. Cool. All right, well, let's get to work. I'm just gonna swap this rim out and we'll get back to it. Get this thing out of the garage. All right, well, I found out the hard way that the spare rim from the SL definitely will not fit over these calipers. I did not realize how freaking huge these calipers are. This car is super heavy, so I can imagine why it would need huge Brembo brakes on it. But yeah, I can't find a rim that'll fit on that. I tried taking this one off, and so I could maybe put it on the front, and then the spare wheel from the SL would fit on this one. Calipers on the rear wheels are smaller, but it still was too big for the SL spare. Obviously, I could grab a full-size rim from the SL or the Camaro or something. That'd probably work, but I really don't want to just take one off a car here and make these unusable. So I'm just gonna wait for the actual rims that I bought that are on the way. And in the meantime, while those are coming, I'll just get all this repaired. I really did want to be able to just move this around. I do want to get out of the way for Kurt over here working, because you guys can see how little space there is now that a car is in here. But yeah, so coming in here, the control arm here is definitely shot. But besides that, the strut actually looks in good condition. No cables, nothing are broken down there. It's really just the control arm and obviously the shield there that I can see is damaged. But yeah, overall, the damage doesn't look too bad. It's really just a control arm and a shield, potentially a hub if it's bent as well. But I think the majority of the impact was on the rim itself, and obviously the little crash bar here. And I think because the rim actually split, it saved a lot of these components from actually breaking. It took the majority of the impact and then kind of diffused all the impact by breaking the rim. So anyway, I accepted my fate that I won't be able to move this car until the new wheels come in and the tires get mounted on those, and I change all of them out. So in the meantime, I put the battery tenderer on it. I believe it charges the battery from these points here. Obviously, this is just like, this is the OEM stuff you're supposed to jump start the car with and whatnot. You're not supposed to use the actual battery, but I think it should charge fine on those points. It's probably a good thing I plugged it in, because it was at about 20% or so when I looked at it first, and it's been charging up for about an hour and a half now. So we may have just saved the battery, who knows? And I know it's got some damage on it, but I can't believe that I physically own a $100,000 car. In my head, at least, I can see the finished result. You know, obviously right now it's hard to see the vision when it looks like a freaking Chariot over there with like a half rim and a whole busted up front end. But any motivation I need to work on and finish this thing, I just sit in the driver's seat and I'm like, dang, I want this thing on the road immediately. I cannot wait to drive a freaking twin turbo V8 Mercedes. I'm pumped. I don't think a lot of people realize how much I like cars. I mean, I love these things. Anytime I'm stressed out, I go for a drive and I put the hammer down a little bit. Or I even just go out and sit in my car. They relax me. And I knew this day was coming, that people would start judging me as if it's all about like my image or appearance or something. I know this is gonna be a long talking session. Hopefully you guys don't mind. And somebody recently came over and I was explaining to them why I bought an S550, and I was like telling them the specs and everything, because I love cars. I'll talk about them all day long and just throwing out specs, like how big it is, just like every little thing that it has. I wasn't trying to flex out all, like the CLA doesn't fit the car seat in it, and so obviously I needed to replace it with something that can fit a car seat in it. So we have two cars that can haul a baby, you know, car seat in it if we have to. And this was like the perfect, like I have always wanted an S-Class. I mean, for 10 years or something, I've been looking for a good deal on an S-Class. And this was like the perfect situation. So I went ahead and bought it. But anyway, long story short, I was talking to him and I was telling him that it wouldn't fit the car seat, so naturally we had to get something that did. And that I want a car that I can genuinely be happy with for like 15 years, if it lasts that long, of course. Just little things about the CLA, like it doesn't have a reverse camera. 2016 Mercedes-Benz does not have a reverse camera in it. Doesn't fit the car seat, obviously, so that's like a deal breaker for that car. There's no headrests in the CLA. It just has like a single seat, so you have to like the headrest, and if not, too bad. Just little things like that, little complaints. It's a very nice car, but little complaints like that. So anyway, I said to him that if the Equinox was in the shop for any reason or just not able to be driven for something, for a trip, we wouldn't want to have to throw him in the Jeep. And then he replied, and it kind of tore me up a little bit, but he replied, he's like, yeah, it wouldn't be good for your image to be rolling around in a Jeep like that, huh? And I was like, is that really what people think? Like, I knew that was coming at some point, but I really started reflecting on it. Like, is this about the image? And I quickly realized, no, I just love cars. Like, I will talk about them all day, every day. Getting groceries in the SL is like the highlight of my day, because I just like put it in first gear and freaking hammer it, and there's just no experience like it. And if you guys love cars too, I mean, you guys know the exact feeling. Anyway, kind of just felt like having a heart-to-heart with you guys real quick. It's just been such a weird couple weeks. I explained in the CB video, last video, how much it costs and whatever. There's just been a lot of things going on in the family right now, and And so, yeah, tonight I'm just kind of reflecting and yeah, gonna go inside probably, figure out how to replace the airbag in this thing. So I think that's gonna do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do have a lot of parts on the way. The bumper is already in. I have the fender coming, headlight coming, controller arm is on its way, the airbag is on its way. Pretty much all the parts that I know that I need, I pretty much have ordered already. So I think in the end, this thing's gonna really work out. I think it will financially. I think we'll recover from this. But if not, it's just a journey. It's an experience that I personally enjoy. It's gonna be a challenge. Obviously, I haven't done a whole lot of like crazy metal body work and all that kind of stuff, but I'm very excited for the process. Never worked on airbags, but I'm definitely excited for the process, and I can't wait to get freaking ripping this thing apart tomorrow. It's gonna be a great learning experience. I can't wait for it. I really can't wait for it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know these car builds aren't like what you guys are here for the most part, but I personally very much enjoy working on them when I get the opportunity. So stay tuned for the next one. Next one, I should be reading code, seeing exactly what's wrong. I have my Autel scanner gonna get every little tiny code out of this thing. And I should have a lot of the parts coming in as well soon. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.